Shalom, beloved ones. Today I want to talk about tyrants, powers, principalities, the Komakrakos, the powers of darkness. So for many years, these powers have plotted to enslave men. It began in the Garden of Eden when the master of these powers lied to Eve that if you eat this fruit, you you will have knowledge. And since then, these powers and principalities, the fallen angels, their third, which fell from heaven, have mastered the heart of deception, and they have deceived us since time immemorial into believing in their false doctrines, and they have transformed the world that was created by God into their world. For instance, when you go to any hospital today, you will notice this sign. This sign up here, this is the sign of medicine. You'll see it in hospitals. Whenever there's a marathon, you'll see the sign of Nike. Nike is a Greek god. When people do marathon, when people do Olympics, people are celebrating these gods. He's a Greek god whom Zeus uses to win when he was fighting the Titans. So the Komakrakos, or rather the principalities and powers, who are the fallen angels, have made this world to be their own. And every aspect of this life, we are worshipping one or two of them. The gods that the Canaanites were worshipping, that God was against, that Yahweh was against, the God that the Romans were worshipping, the gods that the Babylonians were worshipping, they are still being worshipped in today's world. Every aspect of today's world, the church. You know, if I say the church, people say, oh, we are worshipping Jesus. Who is Jesus? Most people in most churches, almost 99% of the churches, do not follow the teachings of Jesus. They follow their own doctrines that have been handed over traditionally from the founder of the religion, and some they have improved from one aspect to the other. So the people of the church are worshipping the god of deception because they are not following the true teachings of Jesus. So that means they are antichrist. That is the church. Businesses. You are taught to be, whenever you are young, you're being asked, what do you want to be? I want to be a doctor. Oh, you want to worship Mercury? That's what it means. Oh, what do you want to be? I want to be a musician. Oh, you want to worship Dionysus, or rather Lucifer. Dionysus is the god of entertainment, or rather Lucifer, because he is the master of them all. Because music is the greatest of the arts. And on top of all these fallen angels that have transformed the world into their own image is music. It is entertainment. Entertainment is the most influential of them all. And this is what the fallen angel Samael used to convince a third of the angels to come down with him and confuse us down here. So everything that is in this modern world, from music, medicine, business, religion, is of the devil. But we can't see that. Apart from just maybe 1%. The people who have found the truth, because this truth you have to seek it out. And that is why in today's world we have modern medicine, but people are still dying from diseases. People go to school, but they do not become learned. They can't solve problems of the body. They can solve problems of the money. People have been made to worship money. People worshiping money. I have to go get money. I have to go get money. That is what sounds in people's head every day. People heading to these top commercial centers like New York, Nairobi. People, every morning you see people in the jam, their mind is just money, money, worshiping mammon. Because the culture that God gave the children of Israelites was a culture whereby they were supposed to think of him every time, when they are in the market, when they are in washing clothes, when they are gardening. They were supposed to talk about the laws of God. So let me shorten it. In food industry, they've made foods that blocks your thinking. They've made us to consume a lot of sugar. And these sugars and manufactured and processed and manufactured food, the ingredients and the chemicals that are adding there are chemicals that are hurting our bodies. I'll enlarge more how these things are hurting us both physically and spiritually. In hospitals, whenever you are born, they give you vaccination, vaccination, vaccination. They create diseases and they use this loophole to imbibe inside us substances that block us from knowing God. They are blocking our brains through medicine, through food, through entertainment, in music. The most famous celebrities are sponsored by dark people who worship the demons. And these musics that they bring to us, these musics are ceremonies. They are sacrifices. People take their soul to the demon willingly while watching them in YouTube, while going to these festivities. If you're wise, you better evade worldly musicians. In schools, they teach us false doctrines. They teach us about the universe, but they lie to us. The what? The syllabus that is there has got some truth that you can observe that this is true. Then they mix it with a lot of lies. That somebody, when now somebody tells that this is now a lie, you cannot agree because they had mixed with the two since you were a kid. So you have believed in it. It's a worship. You have been taught to worship the modern Baal. You're worshipping it. Where have I left out? Where have I left out? Where have I left out? We will discuss this more again, but this that I'm lighting here are some of the areas whereby the principalities and powers are working to confuse us and finish us. And principalities and powers are fallen angels. They are fallen angels, and they have powers. Their spirits emanate from the sun, from the moon, from Mercury, from Venus, from Mars. That's where their spirit is. You should read the wisdom of Solomon. Find the books of Solomon. Solomon highlights how these demonic forces rules the world. But those books were hidden. They were hidden for you not to know. And even if you start reading them, now that your pineal gland is blocked and your brain is blocked with this bad food, music, entertainment, all this worldly stuff, it will be very difficult for you to understand them. You'll have to go through a path of forced spiritual enlightenment using herbs, fasting, praying, and it's going to take you time to start understanding them. You'll have to spend some years to start understanding them because our spiritual eyes are blocked. So be blessed as we seek, as we move together to seek the path of enlightenment, so that when Christ comes back, we will not be shocked, but we will be ready and taken up with the chosen one. Be blessed, my friend. Shalom. Peace be with you.